Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Dychronic, your host here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be taking a look at the last TWAB of 2019. Obviously, there are going to be more Thursdays before the end of the year, but this is actually going to be the last TWAB of the year. Now, obviously, this is not the last Thursday of 2019, but this is going to be the last TWAB until January 9th, where they're going to be continuing the TWAB 3 weeks later. And of course, my versions of the TWAB are going to be your audible versions, so sit back, relax, enjoy the Christmas-themed animals, or I guess winter-themed. Oh, hit the mic. I don't know if that's PC or not, but we're going to go with that. For the most part, there's really not a lot of information on this one. Honestly, you scroll past like two main things and you're already at Dr. Bungie. You can see the scroll thing over here is not even halfway down the page, so there's not a ton of stuff going on. But there's a couple of things that's really nice to know and a couple of funny things along the way. Something that I keep forgetting to mention is that I have a giveaway going on right now. So if you want to win an Astro A40 headset, 2 Blue microphone products, or a $20 gift code to Control Freaks, make sure you check out link in the description down below. Be a Gleam link, follow Twitter, follow Twitch. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy to complete. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. This first section is basically an introduction, but it's something that I thought was really funny. The first sentence here says, "It's been quite a year. While we continue to build Destiny 2 and we began a journey to publish it as well. Since then, we've invited Guardians to master the Menagerie of Season of the Opulence, return to the moon, reunite with a familiar face on Confront Nightmares, which is Shadowkeep, repelled a Vex Invasion, which is Season of the Undying, and set off events that will be currently discovered by Guardians in Season of the Dawn." I don't know if you guys know this, but they didn't mention Joker's Wild. Penumbra got completely forgotten about, which did happen in the last year. Wasn't that March or something? Okay, I guess Bungie also recognizes that Joker's Wild kind of sucked. I don't know, it's just funny to me. They didn't mention it for a very good reason. Either that or I'm calling out Cosmo right now, and I apologize about that, but it's just really funny because I'm fairly certain Joker's Wild was in 2019. But yeah, anyways, this is pretty much just an intro. They also mentioned that Dawning Bounties reward Bright Dust and double experience. It'll actually say double XP on it, which is something really nice, so you want to be picking those up as much as you can. Coming up on our first and pretty much only order of business here is going to be Iron Banner. Next week is going to be the last Iron Banner of the year, but obviously the first Iron Banner of Season 9, Season of Dawn. That's going to be starting on December 24th and go for 1 week until December 31st. This year, there will be an Armor 2.0 version of the Iron Truage set, which is what I think we had last season, so I'm a bit confused here. It's the one you can actually apply a bunch of different ornaments and not like the same white thing as we had last season, but the one before that. It's on screen right now. I'm not exactly sure what they mean by this. And it's going to work pretty much the same as it has in the last season. There's going to be a new seasonal pursuit. You basically have to go through a line of different quests that involve Iron Banner. Each step leads into the next step. Some of the objectives will track progress at any point during the season because they're tracked via a triumph rather than just those particular pieces of the pursuit. And along the way, you can get different armor pieces, different weapon pieces. And until you complete that pursuit, you cannot cash in those tokens to Lord Saladin to be able to get any of the armor or weapons. You have to complete the pursuit, and they are character based, so you have to do it on each character to get the full set for everyone. On top of that, there's also going to be 4 bounties with pinnacle rewards that go up to 970 max level. Pretty big way to get a lot of powerful gear. And the last thing I wanted to mention here is that apparently there was an Iron Banner themed bow they wanted to release this season, but some difficulties with it that they're going to be releasing it next season on Season 10 instead. And then lastly, apparently they adjusted the bounty called an Arsenal of Tricks, so the ability final blow requirement has been reduced by half. And that's pretty much it for the main section. Like I said, this one's really not a big one. We're down to Dr. Bungie section, we're not even halfway down the page. Obviously, the third of the thing is just going to be movies of the week. So let's go ahead and get started. It's going to be the section of the known issues, the update stuff that are going to be coming around, as well as a couple of guide pointers if you haven't seen them already. So first and foremost, obviously the Dawning event is going on right now. Will be going on for 4 weeks until January 14th, 2020. If you're looking for some help with the hints on recipes or materials, there's obviously a player support guide. On top of that, there's the entire internet. Right now, there are literally pictures everywhere detailing every single possible recipe. If you want to know, it's going to be there. If you don't want it spoilered, don't look. If you did not notice, a couple days ago, there was a hot fix to fix a few things in Destiny 2. Apparently, there's an issue with PC settings would not save after quitting the game. The Dynamo issue that gave you literally nearly your entire super with one use of your Rift, which was kind of ridiculous. Apparently, there was a Honeydew issue launching Baron Adventures. And lastly, some Resonance Stem Escalation Protocol chests and other impacted rewards that weren't granted when they should have been. All of that has been fixed. Now, let's move on to the known issues, a couple of repeats from last time. And if you end up having some issues, make sure you visit the #help forums. This is where you can actually find a lot of the in-progress known issues. You can talk to other people of how they got around it. First up, we have the EDZ Obelisk cannot be accessed. I've experienced this myself, and everybody who I've ever asked has also experienced the EDZ Obelisk not activating when you finish the requirements. Apparently, there's some issues with some quests, Green with Envy and Heart of Dragon, which I believe are going to be the ritual quests for Gambit, as well as Crucible. Sometimes don't update while playing their respective playlists. On top of that, for the Green with Envy quest step, it says that you have to get to Fabled. That's not true, you have to get to Mythic, and I believe Mythic is above Fabled. Apparently there's some Warlocks who cannot blink jump after switching weapons or canceling sprint, which is a weird thing to have break because they really didn't do anything with blink. There's also an issue where you cannot accept or complete a quest from Osiris until you back out of his inventory, come back in. So if you ever have an issue, just keep on going in and out of his inventory, and if nothing else shows up, that means there is nothing else. There's an issue with a flashing notification sign above Tess's head in the tower. I have seen this multiple times, has always confused me. And that's pretty much it. That's the end of the known issues, the end of this week at Bungie. Obviously, there's going to be some movies of the week. I did not watch this one, but apparently this is Star Wars Rise of Eris Morn. I haven't seen it, but it sounds like something I should watch. And then the second one is actually a pretty insane demonstration of why the new Sacred Wings of Sacred Dawn is actually a very useful tool in the Crucible, not only for resistance, but for helping you get some pretty crazy mid-air accuracy for snipers. So I recommend watching this. This definitely gave me a lot of ideas. Stop doing that, phone. I'm busy. Why does everyone message me now? And the very last thing I should mention, which is very important, there is a holiday sale for Forsaken and Shadowkeep, up to 40% off of both of these items. So if you want to buy Forsaken or Shadowkeep, it is available for 40% off, and that's the most that I have ever seen it. And that is pretty much it. Like I said before, the next TWAB will be happening on January 9th, but that is going to be the end for this year. Just want to mention that this little ornament right here looks like an Astro A40 headset piece. I don't know if that's just me or they tried doing that, but it kind of looks like it. But yeah, that's going to be the end of it. That's this week at Bungie. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name has been Dychronic, and I will see you guys on the next one.